guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday today, so grab a project, grab a drink while I just try and figure out where this stitch is supposed to be, and come and sit with me. I have actually remembered this week to get some get to know me questions. I just found some online. I wouldn't know what to tell you guys, so I'm just gonna work my way through. There's only 25 questions, but yeah, I hope you're all well and staying safe. The usual. We're all still good. Kids are still doing their homeschooling work, so in there. Okay, so just going to work my way through these questions while I'm trying to stitch. Good job I can multitask. I was having a conversation with Riley about that this morning, weirdly, no, this afternoon. Because he had to go and take some paper round to next door. She asked me to photocopy something, so I did. And I said to Riley, take it round, but it was absolutely chucking it down. So I gave him a brolly. I gave him the papers, and he struggled just to get out of our gate, bless him. And then obviously the neighbour came out because she spotted him trying to open her gate. And she just said, he can't multitask, can he? No, not at all. So we had a conversation about it.
I've told the brolly on the paper.
Yeah, but he couldn't figure out to put it under your arm to open the gate. Anyway,
yeah, but
let's...
It was raining, it would have got wet.
Not under your arm, it wouldn't. Your arm was holding the brolly.
Yeah, but it would be poking out.
No, because you got the pole here, which meant the brolly went behind you. I know what I'm on about. Anyway, let's just stitch and crack on with these questions. First question. My middle name. Oh my gosh. When I saw that, I was a bit, oh no. Here's the weird thing, right? I never used to like to tell anybody my middle name. And then my friends at school used to say, well, give us the first letter. And I said, I can't. And they said, well, why not? I said, because that is my name. That is my middle name. And they frowned at me. But anyway, my middle name is actually D. D-double-E. So hence why I couldn't give them the first letter of my middle name, because that is my middle name, D. Where it came from, I have no idea. Absolutely none. I think I did ask my mum once and I don't remember what she said. My brother and my sister have got nice ones, ish. No, they're all right. They're better than mine. Anyway, find the hole. There we go. Second question. My favourite subject in high school. That's secondary school for us. I have a couple, actually. English literature was one of my favourites. Some of the texts they gave us to read. One of my, actually, I enjoyed that much. I still to this day remember what it was called, and it was called Z for Zachariah. And then my second favourite was drama. When it came to not so much like being on stage and stuff, but like the props and the scenery and stuff I used to help with, and then the makeup, like behind the scenes. I used to like doing that too, which I did for a couple of the not Christmas plays, but we used to do normal plays like throughout the year, and I'd do the makeup. I enjoyed that, actually. I did enjoy that. Anyway, third question. My favourite drink. Well, it depends whether you want to know my alcoholic drink or you want to know what my regular drink is day to day. Day to day, coffee every time, which is weird because that's only changed in the last 9 to 12 months. I used to like both tea and coffee, but for some reason I don't know, I just don't like tea lately. Now, it used to be I'd go off tea and coffee when I was pregnant. I couldn't stand the smell of either one of them. Now I'm not pregnant because I still drink coffee. I don't know, it just changed. I prefer coffee all the time now. And then my alcoholic favourite drink. I'm thinking. I have one that I always go to if I don't want to drink a lot, which is cider and blackcurrant. Cider and black, as it's called. I have tried, what is it, Disaronno. Whatever it was, it reminded me of cola cubes. Or was it? No, it was cola cubes, yeah. That's really nice. Yes, I'm in there. Hold on. No, not that one. There. And I only tried the Disaronno because we were out with my brother and my sister and my niece. And she had a Disaronno and she says, you really need to try this. Because she asked me if I like cola cubes. Oh, yes. So I did, and that was it then. So nice. I am a bit of a sucker for shots. My taste buds are really weird, but I like sour. Absolutely love sour. We've had quite the laugh in our house from time to time when Tyler's come home with some really sour sweets. And like we've all tried one. It's been hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But I love sour, so I tend to like the sour apple shots or the sour cherry shots. They are so nice.
Oh, and once Tyler came home with like a toxic waste, toxic waste tub, and inside there was these really sour sweets.
Really sour. I thought Rob was going to be sick.
I almost did it.
But anyway, I'm a sour girl. All day, every day. Love sour. So when Tyler comes home with sour Skittles, he knows to come to me. Anyway, next question. Hold on. My favourite song at the moment. Oh, I'm trying to think. I don't really know that I have. Not a favourite. I have, I suppose, a favourite style of music. I don't really have a favourite song. I quite love R&B. So sort of the chill out, mellow. Yeah, I don't think I've got a favourite song exactly. So we'll move on. Next question. My children's names. I'm sure you probably know them all already. I've talked about them that much. My eldest is Reese. My second is Tyler. My third is Eloise, but we call her Ellie. She prefers Ellie. And then obviously my youngest, Riley. But I spoke about them that much, you probably already know. Have I participated in any sports? Not since school. At school, I used to love rounders. Oh my gosh. Which is a bit like baseball, sort of.
That must mean I take after you, Mum.
Yeah. Then I also used to like my cross country. We used to participate in local cross country events. And netball. Netball was a favourite too. But not since school. I haven't done anything like that. Oops. Ow!
You just stab yourself.
I did. And he's bleeding now.
Do you want me to get you a plaster?
No, it's okay. It's only a small one. Okay, ow. Next question. That's the second time I've stabbed myself this afternoon.
You need to learn to not do that.
I know. My favourite book. Excuse me, I'm not sure I have a favourite book exactly, but I have a favourite author, and that is Stephen King. I suppose if I had to pick one of his, from the ones I've read currently, Bag of Bones is probably one of my favourites. But I mean, I've read loads of Stephen King's. Couldn't tell you what they're all called. I just remember Bag of Bones because I went through my cupboard the other day and it was there.
Because Annie wanted
Yeah.
a book.
So, favourite author instead, definitely Stephen King. Favourite colour, purple, all day, every day. A deep shade of purple I quite like. Any shade of purple, but my absolute favourite is probably a deeper shade of purple. I do like teal as well, but it doesn't trump purple, so. Favourite animal? Well, that's a tough one. I have a strong liking for cats and dogs. I grew up with both. Cats are easier. You don't have to walk them.
They can just walk
But
themselves.
I grew up with both. We grew up in our race with German Shepherds.
Didn't you say that?
I think we had 2 German Shepherds. No, we had 3. Never all at the same time. We only ever had 2 at the same time.
I remember you mentioned a cat before.
I think we only had 1 cat. Dusty. That's what my parents called her. Yeah, we had the first German Shepherd. She was our longest. Purdy, she was called. She was amazing. So I'm a bit of a both cat and dog person. Just to, answer the question briefly. I would love a German Shepherd. Absolutely love to have one. I think I've just put that in the wrong place. Yep, I did. Right, next, my favourite perfume. I'm simple. I actually like Dolce Vita. I can't remember who it's by. I honestly don't remember, but that's my favourite perfume anyway. It smells really sweet, but not overly sweet. But I have actually another one. Is it Beyonce? It's something like Fire or Heat or something along those lines. That's really nice as well. My favourite holiday. Well, I've never been out of the UK. I like my feet firmly on the ground. Thank you very much. The farthest I've ever been is right down south in Plymouth. See, I'm halfway up the UK, I am. And I've only ever been as far as Plymouth, which is the very, very bottom of the UK. And it was only a brief visit. You can't really call that a holiday, but it's quite nice down there. Other than that, I have been to Devon with my parents when I was younger, Somerset, all that. That's nice. We went to, oh, is it Exmouth? I think so. But there's like a top and a bottom town, and there's a railway, a hillside railway that takes you up the top. And my dad said that once when we were there on holiday, no, we're going to walk. You could walk it, the option was there, but it was a blinking steep hill. My dad's like, come on, we'll do it. We did, but I tell you what, we were all exhausted by the time we got to the top. So yeah, I quite like down south, Devon, Somerset, Cornwall. Scale of 1 to 10, what would I rate my childhood? Oh my gosh. If I'm being absolutely honest, about 8. My dad was very, very strict. You had your set meal times, you had your set bedtimes, you had your set times to be in for, which altered with the time changing. Like when the clocks go forward and the clocks go back, it would obviously alter according to that. But yeah, I'd only misses them too because my dad was so strict. But you know, you kind of, when you grow up, you talk more to your grandparents and you tend to find things out about your parents that they probably didn't want you to know. And it kind of explains why my dad was so strict with us, because he walked all over my granddad, walked all over him. He apparently, my dad, he's a stubborn mare. He had chicken pox, and obviously my granddad said he'd got to stay off school and couldn't go out. My dad decided, I'm not going to listen, I'm going to go out. And he did. So, and he always used to stick up for us and say, stop being so hard on him, you know. But my dad was like, yeah, right. Other than that, it was okay. No, I don't mean it like that. That sounds really bad. No, it was good other than that. You know, my mom was just amazing. She was loving, you know. You could tell when she was upset. She could tell when we were upset. And she was forever patching me together from my many accidents, you know. Anyway, next question. Have I ever been out of the country? Well, I've already answered that. No. Basically, no. The UK is it. I've never been anywhere else. Where am I? Oh yeah, I can see them. Would I ever go though? I don't know. My fear of planes. It's not so much a fear, it's more just a dislike. The idea of being so many thousand feet in the air. I'm not in control, you know. And you always hear about planes. I know more planes, you know, take off and land successfully than ever have crashed, but, you know, it's in my head. So I don't know. Maybe.
I must really take that game on.
Yeah.
I hate the thought of planes. I don't even know.
Yeah. Next question. Any other languages? Nope. I would love to learn. I did try French at school, and that was so hard for me. I really found it hard going, so come year 10 I dropped it. I didn't want to do French anymore, so I didn't. But I would love to learn Spanish maybe. One, two, three. Yeah, Spanish. Siblings. I'm sure I've talked about them before. I have an older brother by 3.5 years, and I have a younger sister. She's I'm only 14 months older than she is. My mum got pregnant quite quick after having me. Right, next one. My favourite store, it's got to be Hobbycraft. Or anywhere that sells craft stuff. Up there. Anywhere that sells craft stuff. But Hobbycraft is the only one I really know. Right, next one. Favourite restaurant. Oh my gosh. That one's so easy for me, even though I recently found out it's shut down now. My favourite restaurant was Frankie and Benny's. Oh my word. Not just their meal, but their puddings. Oh my gosh. Morello cherry crumble with custard. One of my old friends and I used to go there, and it was something like a 3-course for £10 or something like that. It might be a little bit more, but oh my gosh, it was amazing. And even though I'm a fussy eater, you know, I still managed to find things on the menu that I would eat.
What does fussy eater mean?
Picky.
Am I a fussy eater?
Like, not as much as me.
But I am.
I don't like fish particularly.
I don't like many meals.
I force myself to eat fish.
Why?
Just because I know it's good for me. But I can't eat much of it. Don't choke, Luna. Yeah, I can't eat much of it just because it turns my stomach. It's really I know. I told you before I'm weird. You know, you're just now finding out just how weird. Anyway, my next question. Did I like school? Yes and no. There were certain aspects of it I liked. There was definitely certain aspects I didn't. Science was a definite no-no for me, which put me off school. But then again, I liked art. I never said that earlier. I did used to like art at school. So I had art, drama, and then English literature. Right, next one. Next question. My favourite YouTubers. Oh my gosh. Here we go. My favourite YouTubers. Rachel Ray. Definitely Mrs. Coffee as well. Linda's 144 Hobbies. She's amazing. Then we have Alma's Little Wonders. Alma's so sweet. Then I have Lee Stitch. She's from Australia. Her and her daughter Gwen. Oh my goodness. To name but a few. I'm up here. Yeah. So, favourite movie. Okay, this one's hard. I have a couple. My favourite all-time movie would probably be... No, there's two. Grease and Dirty Dancing. Just, it takes me back. And then perhaps... one of my others. I don't know. Top Gun's a really favourite film of mine. Oh, my coffee's going cold. 1 second, guys. You know what I'm like for forgetting my coffee. You know, it's become normal around here for me to forget my coffee.
Sorry, I'm playing the game.
Okay. coffee.
It's quite hard.
Oh, it's not too cold, thankfully. Right, favourite TV shows. Oh my goodness, that nearly went down the wrong way. I'm sorry if that was loud. It nearly went the wrong way.
That's what happens to me when it goes the wrong way. It's very loud.
Yeah. TV shows. I've watched loads of TV shows. I think my all-time favourite is probably something from when I was younger. And it was called The Golden Girls. Everyone knows who the Golden Girls are. But yeah, that was a favourite of mine. And then what was that other one? That was American as well. Oh my goodness. Nope, I can't think of it. But it had this this little young, well, he wasn't so young, he just looked young because he was so small. Different Strokes. It's just popped into my head. Different Strokes. Oh my god, that was one of my favourites as well. I don't think I've really had a favourite since, like, growing up. I mean, I watch a lot of series and stuff, but I don't really have a favourite show. Not anymore, so we'll go with the ones I used to love as a kid. Different Strokes. Oh my goodness. Brings back memories. PC or Mac? PC every time. When my other half used to work in a computer shop. The guy who owned the shop used to have a Mac set up in the front. In the front of his shop, you know. And Rob used to go on it. And even when he'd take Reese with him on a weekend to work, because he was good friends with the owner, Reese used to go on the Mac. But no, it's not. I couldn't get on with it. Definitely PC. What phone do I have? Well, brand has never bothered me. I mean, when we first started having, smartphones, it was Samsung, always. And then we just kind of, as my other half got to know, like, what do they call it? The insides of a phone, like what it could do, what it was capable of and stuff. Since he's kind of knowledgeable on all that, you know, we just go with the cheaper phones because they do just as much as the brands usually. And the phone I've got at the moment is it's called an Honor I want to say P20. I could be wrong, but it's an Honor phone. And I love it. The back of my phone, it actually kind of, it's not just one colour. It goes between blue and purple, depending which way you hold it. But yeah. And then I don't tend to change my phone too often because I hate change with a passion, because then I have to get used to a new phone and it works completely differently usually. So I try to stick with my phone as long as I can. Try to. Anyway. How tall am I? This question gets me every time. I need to measure myself because I always forget if it's 5'4" or 5'5". How I could not remember is beyond me, but I have measured myself before because I couldn't remember, and I still can't remember now. So it's either 5'4" or 5'5". I'm not that tall. No, don't pull that one. Pull that one. Excuse me a moment. My thread's decided it wants to do something else. Let's try that. Got it. Okay. That's that. I need to... Where am I? There's one in there somewhere. Do you ever find it hard to find out where you've got a square missing that you need to fill in, but you can't see because it's amongst a bunch of light colours? No, I think that's it. So you have to look really hard to see if there is actually a stitch there or not. Right. My last question. Any pets? I think you all already know. I've got 2 cats, both black.
Yeah,
Binks and Luna. And then I've got 2 sugar gliders, Mika and Shy. We did used to have a hamster too, but sadly she passed away recently. I say recently. It was a while ago now. Time just flies. But she is buried in the garden, so she's not too far. Other than that, no, we don't have any other pets. That's enough for now. Yeah.
Then I feel like I could even get another one. I'll tell you, might get one of the big cats.
Yeah, Rob quite likes the I've forgotten what they're called.
They're just really big cats.
They're cats, they're just a bigger cat.
And you have to brush them every day.
Yeah.
Brush their fur.
Oh my gosh, my brain is just mush today. I know what they're called, I just can't bring it to the front of my head.
I can't either.
Maine Coon.
Yeah, Maine Coon.
Wow. Yeah, Rob wants a Maine Coon next.
I would like to brush a cat.
I used to brush our dog. See, Mum and Dad's dog, Purdy, she was a long-haired German Shepherd. She was gorgeous. How? Just done it again. She was gorgeous. The only downside was you had to brush her, but she didn't mind, and neither did I. I used to love brushing her because she looks so just lovely when you've brushed her coat and it's all sitting smooth and yeah. Right. Well, that took half an hour.
What, you're already in half an hour?
If there's any questions that you guys want to know about me that I haven't covered, feel free to ask. You know, I don't mind telling people about myself.
Except for your middle name. You don't like that.
Well, I've told them, but I don't particularly like it. See, my sister got Michelle, and my brother, his middle name is Christian. You know, and then I get D. I should probably ask my dad. He might know why they came up with that.
I just want to know where that came from.
I have no idea. People used to say to me, is it short for something? Because apparently it could be short for Denise or something. Why would you shorten your middle name? It just doesn't make sense. Because no one uses it. No one calls you by your middle name, so I don't see why you'd shorten it. But I don't know. Apparently, though, my granddad, my dad's dad, when they had me, Mum and Dad had already got a name picked out, but my granddad really wanted my parents to call me Phoebe. And When they were telling me this story, they both just kind of looked at each other and like, no. That didn't happen. Don't know where that came from.
Somewhere.
I've never asked my granddad.
What, where Phoebe came from?
Yeah, I should have done. Because he's passed away now, so I should have asked. Right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Get in the hole. There we go. All right, guys. As always, I still post all my links in the description box, whether I'm working on them or not, just so they're there. Links to all my social media, links to buy me a coffee, links to all my projects. Is there anything else? Yeah, I did refresh my list. I have actually gone through them and added all the ones that are missing now, and there was 3 or 4, so the whole list is there now, unless they're not available. So any comments, any questions, anything you want to know about me, feel free to ask. Yeah, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.